Hello, welcome to the tutorial, and I'm getting coffee. Um, in today's tutorial, we're going to learn about how to host your Django web app for free. Django is a very good framework for creating websites, and then if you find yourself being a Django developer, then that's a really great thing. But if you started learning Django and then you uh, you are struggling on how to host your Django web app, you don't want to purchase a hosting as it is expensive and you are just using it for testing purpose or for academic purpose only, and you don't want to buy a hosting, you can try this tutorial and it's going to help you. So to start, we are going to um, start from scratch, create a new Django project, create an app, Django app, then we proceed on with the hosting. So to start with the app, the Django project, I'm going to use an existing template. So there is this nice admin. You go to just search nice admin, and then yes, you go to Bootstrap made. They have a template that you can use it for testing purpose. Kindly note that this is not for um, production. This is just for testing or just for academic purpose. Okay, so I'm going to download. I'm not going to buy it. I'm just going to download it for free. So I've already downloaded this. Let me download it again. So I will download the nice admin template and use it as my HTML template, and that's what I'm going to use. I'm not coming to code new HTML to be used for this project. Let me open the folder. So nice admin is here. I'm cutting it into my project folder. So my project folder is this one, Django host. I'm pasting it here. Now I'm going to extract this. After extracting, you can open any HTML file and then you're going to see how it looks like. So this is just a pure HTML template, and you can't really do a lot with this. But then if you purchase the template, you're going to um it's going to be useful to you in case you have an app that you can build this with, customize this to your need. So this is the HTML page, raw HTML with Bootstrap. Then we are going to create a Django project and add this to it. I'll start with creating. I can delete this as I don't need it anymore. So to start with, you first have to have Python installed. I already have Python, and I also have to install Django, of which I've done that already. This is my working folder, so I'm going to right click inside this folder and open it in a terminal. If you don't have that accessibility, you can just um, go to the start menu and then type cmd and then you open it. So this is located inside your username. So I just do cd and enter into the folder that I want. It's on the desktop, so I just do sorry, OneDrive. Then I do cd desktop. Then I'm going back into the Django cd Django host. All right, so I'm inside my folder, but then if you can simply inside your folder, just right click and do open in terminal, that's going to be a great deal. So inside this folder that I've opened with CMD or the command line, I'm just going to check the version of Python that to verify that if Python is indeed installed. So I just have to type Python dash version. So this tells the version of Python that I have 3.11. So I have this, and then I also have to install Django. If you don't have Django, you have to do pip install Django, and that is going, sorry, Django, not Django. Let me cancel this. Yes, Django. Yes. So you see like requirement already satisfied because I already have um Django installed on my machine. So let me check the version. If you installed Django, you first have to check if Django you have the Django installed. So you can do this by checking the version of Django that you have. So you can do this to check your version of Django that you have. Dash m Django dash version. So this will tell you the version of Django that you. If you don't have Django installed, you will get an error. So this is telling me that I have Django installed. So I have Django installed and I'm inside my project folder. So I'm going forward to create a new Django project. I will do this by doing Django admin start project. Django admin start project, and what follows is the name of your project. I'm going to name this project Django Jank host. Yes, I'm doing Jank host. So Jank host is the name of my project. I'll press enter and then the project is created. And when you go inside our project folder, you can see Jank host is there. You open it, you will see this folder here and then the manage.py. So the manage.py is the main or the entry point of your project, and the Django host is your project folder. Now, every app you create or any other thing you do should come here. Nothing go inside this folder. Everything will come outside this Django host folder. This is the main folder of your project, which is we are in Django host, which is the main folder I'm working in. And the project that I created this folder, which consists of this stuff. So you should not be confused with the directory that I'm working on. All right, so I have the Django project created successfully. Now I'm going to open it with VS Code. I need to enter my directory, so I'll do cd um, the the project directory. So cd jank jank host. So I'm inside my project directory, and I'll do code dot. So code dot is going to open the folder inside VS Code. So I have VS Code like this, and then you can see the project opened. Now, the next thing that I need to do is to create a Django app. I'm going to create a new Django app. But before then, we need to see the Django project that we created. We have to launch it and see. So to launch it, we are going to do Python manage.py run server. Now, this Python manage.py means that we are opening this file, this manage.py. So it's a Python file. So we are saying that we are opening a Python file called manage.py, and there is a certain function or class inside it we want to run it. So that one, the name for run server is what you use to open your Django or to launch your Django website locally. So I press enter and then it has launched it and I can open it. You can see there's a URL available here. Open it this way and here is Django installed. Now Django is installed successfully. We don't want to show this. Come on. We just want to do something interesting by creating an app and bringing the HTML template that we downloaded from Bootstrap made. We are going to use this HTML pages which has been started with Bootstrap. We are going to use this inside that. Okay. Okay, so to move on, we just have to start an app or create an app. I'm going to do Python manage.py start app. So we started with creating Django project, and that is Django admin start project, and this is Python manage.py because we have already created the project in it has created this file for us. We are using this file to create an app. Okay, we need to bring the name of the app, and I'm just going to name it app. So it has created an app for this project, and when you go into the directory of the project, which is Django host, you see now app created. And when you go into the VS Code, you can see that the app is here, and it has other files that we are going to look at. But then these are not our focus, as I initially said. To proceed, I'm going to set this app so that it's able to load this HTML template that we just added. So to proceed, in Django, we just have to create a new folder. So we can do that here. Create a new folder inside our main, call it template. So the templates are just the raw HTML files that you work with. And we also need our static folder. The static folder is the folder that you put all the static files, all your files, which includes your images, your JS files, and everything that has to be any file that you need to. It can be a video file, it can be a PDF, or whatever it is. Just have to be inside this static folder. Alright. So I'm going to copy. So I have this. Let me come here and then go to desktop. Now, inside Nice Admin, I have a lot of HTML files here. So I'm copying all the HTML files into the template. So they are the HTML files that we are going to run in there. And then inside, we also have assets which contains all the CSS file, the IMGs, the JS, and whatever that we have styling and then running our app for us. So I'm going to copy the entire folder here. I don't want to do a lot of work, so I'll just copy this entire folder and then put inside our static folder. The next thing that we are going to do is to add this app to the installed app. So Django has inside the Django or your main project name, whatever name you use for your project, it will have, and we have a settings file. So you go to installed apps. All that you just have to do is to add the name of the app to it, and your app gets installed inside Django. So just the name, because the name of my app is app. Yes, I'm just using app and I'm done. Now, the next thing that we need to do is to configure our template. Here, we are going to inside this template list here. We can see this. We are going to modify this so that this one will change. If you let me run this again. To run server, and if I refresh the page, it's still the Django listing. So I need to set it up such that it will take our HTML files. So the first thing is you have to come to the DELs, okay, and then you put base DEL here slash, let me leave a space, slash template, and this is supposed to be the name of the folder that you created, it should match this template. So template is here. I have that done, and the others we are going to let them remain the way they are. After doing this, the next thing that we are going to do is we need to create a view for that. Inside my app, there's a file called views.py. So inside there, I need to create a view to render my HTML. Okay, you you define a function. I'm calling the function index function. Okay, so you bring the request here as it is, or where is that, and then you return render. Then you put inside, and then the name of the HTML file. Now index.html. Now let's go to the template. So inside the template, we have index.html file, which is the home page, like the absolute home page of this. You can see we have index.html file. So this is the one that I want to open in Django. So I come here, I've inside the view, I'm opening that file. So I just have to do index request render an XML file and the name of this. Because you already have set the directory, you don't need to bring the folder unless you have a subfolder inside your template folder. Then you have to bring, let's say you have a subfolder, let's say admin slash index. If you have a subfolder having a slash index in it, then you could do it, but we don't need to do that for now. No, we need to create a URL for this app. So urls.py and inside this urls.py you are going to import Django from Django.urls import paths. Sorry, import path. And also you need to import views because from dot views from dot import views. Import view. So um this URL is what we are assigning so that it will locate to the absolute site, the absolute path of our website. So this one slash something. You have to create your URL. So inside here, I just have to import my views and then come here and get this list here. URL URL patterns URL patterns equal to this list. Then you do path bracket. Then the absolute path. You don't bring anything there. You know this already. So the name of the function inside your views that will respond to this particular URL. So if I do home, like the absolute website, which function should it respond to? So I'm using this function views dot what index, right? So it means that when I visit to my website, the URL will come here, and then this one will call the in will go into the views function, and then it will call the index file. So this is the index function that I'm using here, and then it will bring me here. So this is how the thing is going to look like. Now, this URLs file is inside the app project, but then we need to set this one up. We have to include this one inside our main project URL. So this is our main project URL. You go to URLs, yes, and you can see that we have this path/admin blah blah blah. Now you you need to include other ones, okay, like the ones that we have here inside the URLs inside our app. We have to include this. So so after the default importation of path, we need to import and include. All right, so we have this here, and then inside the function, want to add another one. We are adding up so path, and this is the absolute. Like there's no nothing before whatever that comes here. So there's and then slash include include app, the name of our app. Okay, so this is going to be the name of our app, which is app dot URLs, right? So we have this done, and now we are almost there. We are going to get our website, but now we have this set up. And sorry, where am I? Sorry, this is supposed to be inside the. Yes, it's supposed to be here. Good. So we need to cut. It's supposed to be inside the URLs file that is inside the project folder. Inside the project folder, not inside the app folder. Alright, so everything is fine now. Um, we need to proceed. Something wrong here. Okay. Alright, so this is done. Let's refresh our website and see how it's going to be like. So run server again, and then we refresh the page. Now here we are. So it has changed from the Django default. It has changed from the Django default app, and then we have entered into our own HTML file, and then you can see nice admin here. So we've set our web app, and then we've been able to locate into our HTML file, and we are going to work with it. Now, there's about few things that we need to do to proceed with our website. As you can see, the CSS file are not being seen by Django. It's not like the ordinary way that they just have the HTML and it's only. So let's go to inspect and see. We are missing. Go to console. We are missing all our files, like all the images and everything, all the CSS. They are not being loaded because Django can't find them. So we need to set up the static files so that Django sees them too. So here you move to static URL, and that is there. So what should be the name of the URL? And that is static slash. Now we need to set the URL folder. Okay, so the static folder is static files underscore, yeah, and this is equal to I'm pasting this thing os.path.join paste there. So I need to include os, so I'll come here and then import os. Right, so I have that set up. So static files underscore there, I have os.path.join base there. So this one is going to set my static files to correspond to my Django files. Okay, so let me reload the server and see if everything is fine. But then there are more to do, and um, we are going to get to that. So we are going back to the HTML template, which is index.html. Sorry. So inside here, there are two ways to do this, but then uh, first you have to, by Django standard, you have to, on the very first line of or the very top of your HTML file, come here and then do static, do static, yeah, uh-huh. And then if you do this, let me refresh to see if it is okay. Good. So after loading static and then you proceed by doing this, you put the carry bracket here and you do static, then you put this one in another quotation mark. So using if you are using the double quotation mark as the main one, then this one will be the single. If the single was here, then inside here will be the double. So I have this, and then there should be this button. So it should be like this. It should be like this. And then if you reload it, it should load that particular file. Okay. It should be able to load that particular file. But then this is not the method that I am going to use. So I will skip that and then let me use this on the main HTML file. So I will just do slash static slash asset. Okay, I already have the asset. So I'm just literally saying that I'm directing my request to static, and inside static, because I have this URL called what static. So I'm doing static. Okay, I'm doing static slash, and inside that folder I have what asset, and then this CSS file is there. So that is it, and then you should see um well, it is still not main.js. I think I need to load other files before it really works. Alright, so I'm selecting all the href that has asset in it. On the Control D to select all of them. Then behind it, I'll do slash static. Yes. So I'm doing this so that all of them will have this URL path. Okay. And then there are others too. We have the images. So let me search SRC. Okay, so any SRC here, I'll select all of them. So that I'll select all of them and then come here and do slash static. Okay, and then I have the assets folder already inside that, and that is done. There are also okay, I think that will be done for all the JS because they also have SRC. Alright, so all of them, it is done for all of them. But still, I think there is something that I need to figure out, and I'm checking this out so quickly. Alright. Alright, so here it's supposed to be slash before the static, and then here so there's supposed to be S here. S, yes. So it should be static files dollars. Alright. So I'm going to refresh and see if it's working now. Alright, so hooray. All our static files has been loaded. Yes, this is a simple and quick way to get your static files loaded in your Django project. So One thing that you should take note is the directory, the path or the URL here, and the directory that you use. Okay, and that you are going to be fine. Now we have our Django project and it's working.